So before we get into reviewing and looking at all the puppets, I want to go ahead and show you what they're made of because they're all made using the same technique. As far as the movable joints, the wire is not actually armature wire, it's electric fence wire that we just had laying around the house. And but if you're going to make one of these yourself, I would actually recommend real armature wire because this can be a little stiff sometimes. But for what we had around here, I love it. I thought it moved very well. The stiffness does help it hold its position, but sometimes it can make it a little bit hard to put into position. So as far as the body shapes and the muscles, or just like the different shapes of the creatures, they're all just bed foam, and then I wrap it in aluminum foil because you can make some pretty good shapes out of that. And I feel like you can. I'm not great at sculpting or molding or anything, so that's actually just what I had to do. But so yeah, I put aluminum foil around the foam, then either duct tape it or use masking tape. This one is duct tape. This is one of my early tries at making Kong. But as you can see, it's just duct tape over the foil and foam. It still allows it to move very good. Alright, so let's start checking out the monsters. So anyway, let's just start our in-depth look at the Stegosaurus. Alright, so here we have an up-close look at our Stegosaurus. And for this, you can see, you can actually see some of the masking tape peeking through. For the head of this and the spines, I used a Stegosaurus anatomy, a skeleton playset that I found at Walmart, and it just so happened to go pretty good with the size that I wanted to build the dinosaur. And as I said, I'm not very good at sculpting or anything like that, so that saved me a lot of work with not having to sculpt a head out of clay or anything. And inside you can see I just covered the skull with aluminum foil and tape and then painted it. The eyes are one of the hardest parts because it being just a skeleton anatomy, it didn't come with any eyes obviously, so I just put hot glue droplets on there and tried to paint them the best I could. Yeah, you notice, and you'll notice on the Brontosaur as well, that I didn't bother giving them feet. It's because I knew that we wouldn't be seeing their feet when I actually used them. So they just have the wire sticking out. Or you can see some aluminum foil back there, but that's why this and the Brontosaur won't have feet. So as far as range of motion on this, where I wanted the main selling point to be for the Stegosaurus was obviously its tail. And I think its tail does move fairly well. You have to watch which way you bend it or you might knock some of the spines off, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. You can get a whole lot of range of motion out of that. And it will hold fairly well. Back up. And then down. As far as the rest of the body, the legs don't move a whole lot. That was kind of a problem when we were trying to animate it to walk forward and backward, and it's kind of why it's got such a brief appearance in the film, because it was kind of hastily built, and like I said, I wish I would have took a little bit more time and kind of made a bigger deal out of it. But all in all, I'm still very happy with the final product. Let's look at the head. It can move fairly well. You can see the tape starting to come apart now. Look down, and then her mouth can open, obviously. Pretty wide, actually. Close all the way. So that's going to wrap it up for the Stegosaurus. one more up close look on it. One more thing I'm going to talk about, and you'll notice this about the other dinosaurs as well. The color. They're all pretty much the same color, and honestly, it's just because I tried a couple different color combinations, and I just didn't really like how any of the other ones looked on them. I thought this was a pretty good looking color scheme for old school stop motion style dinosaurs. As I've said plenty of times already, I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed looking at it.